What's up, everyone? This is the PW Twister back for my TNA Turning Point, a booking issue. I don't believe in predictions in pro wrestling because we all know that's futile. However, I would give my opinion on how I would book it in terms of who would be in the match, how I would have rebooked it, and how I would book it if I was TNA based off of, if they wanted to really do this right. So, let's start off here. I'm going to do this on the fly. I don't have notes for this one quite yet, but I want to get it done. First match on the card is scheduled to be Mr. Anderson and Abyss versus Bully Ray and Scott Steiner. This is pretty much a fan service match to get these guys matches. Don't think it really serves any real purpose. How it should be booked is Anderson and Abyss going over. If I had my way, this match wouldn't even be on the card, but what can you do? Abyss and Anderson should go over. Why? Because they're the ones that have something to gain, Bully Ray and Scott Steiner. I don't see them going onto anything in the future, so they should be the ones to go and be the ones to take the fall. Very quick, very easy, nothing really complicated. Eric Young versus Robbie E in a singles match for the TNA Television Championship. This has actually been one of the more well-built feuds on the card here. The way I prefer it, I think Eric Young probably should drop the title here to Robbie E, because he's had Eric Young's had Robbie E's number for a while now, and I think that in this match Robbie T probably will get involved or should get involved to cause Robbie E to get the win. The fan favorite Eric Young is going to go down. Robbie E is going to get a lot of heat, and they can have a rematch in the next pay-per-view or on TV or whatever. But Young needs to lose this. He's been champ for a while. It needs to have a fresh face on it, and if they want to continue with this feud, they should give the belt to E with the assistance of T, and it would work well that way. Austin Aries versus Jesse Sorensen versus Kid Cash for the TNA X Division Championship. Austin Aries should win this. Kid Cash and Jesse Sorensen can continue their feud in this match and after this match, but Austin Aries needs the win. He is the champ. He should be the dominant champ for quite some time, I think, and he's got to win this match. Let Kid and Sorensen do their thing, but Aries should go over in this match. Next, Bobby. It says what the? Oh, this. The way they have this structured on Wikipedia is terrible, so I've got to rearrange it in my head here. Jeff Hardy versus Jeff Jarrett. I don't understand why this is, again, even on this card. Jeff Hardy should go over. I don't really care about this match too much. Rob Van Dam versus Christopher Daniels. Rob Van Dam should probably go over in this one. Again, a match I don't see why this serves any purpose in building up anyone. It's two older guys going up against each other with nothing to prove. It was just a match that was thrown on here for filler. But Rob Van Dam probably should go over. Crimson versus Matt Morgan. How would I book this match? Quite frankly, I think this feud could go on a little bit longer. At least one more pay-per-view. Probably should be a double count-out. Yeah, I would end it in a double countout, so Crimson still remains undefeated, but Matt Morgan didn't go down to Crimson. They could put it out for one more match, make it a gimmick match, like a steel cage match or something, so that there are no countouts, there has to be a finish. These two could find a way to do it, but it needs to end in a tie via a double countout, because there's no other. I don't see any other logical conclusion, at least in my mind, for it. Because you're trying to build these two guys. I would try to build these two guys up to be the monsters, to be the future. As I said before in my previous video, I think these two should be main eventing the card. But that's me. Next match is Mexican America versus Ink Inc. Very simple. Ink Inc. has to go over. Mexican America has been champs for a while. And I think they can get one more pay-per-view match out of this. I don't know when they're going to bring the guns back, but Ink needs to go over, quite frankly, because the Mexican-America thing just is not working. Very simple, very straightforward for that. Gail Kim versus Velvet Sky. I don't like the fact that Velvet Sky is even wrestling in this company, let alone in a championship match, let alone the champion. But for storyline purposes, if they're going to keep it going to make Velvet the face, she has to go over. Velvet Sky has to go over for her to prove to Gail Kim that she's legitimately tough. And it doesn't even have to be a dominant win or anything. She could win via small package or some sunset flip or whatever. But she's got to win against Gail Kim. Because you got to build Velvet Sky as this champion who can actually defend the title and beat a tough athlete like Gail Kim. And finally, if I'm not mistaken, the main event, Bobby Roode versus AJ Styles. This is going to be a hell of a match if everything goes well. Bobby should go over. Bobby's one of those guys who, again, I would keep as champion for quite some time. He's good on the mic as a heel. He's very good on in the ring. And with him and AJ, I think they have good chemistry together. I like their previous match that they had when they were building up Bobby Roode as a face. They extend that to 30 minutes. These two could put on a hell of a great match. But Roode needs to go over, and they could probably get another pay-per-view match out of that, and then James Storm can come back and continue that feud. And that is all for today. That's what I think. Anderson and Abyss should go over Ray and Steiner. Robbie E should go over Eric Young. Austin Aries should remain the champion. Rob Van Dam should win against Christopher Daniels. Crimson and Matt Morgan should go to a double countout. Ink needs to win the titles against Mexican America. Velvet Sky should win against Gail Kim. Jeff Hardy should win against Jeff Jarrett. And Bobby Roode should be defeating AJ Styles to retain the titles. We'll see if my booking actually works. We'll see how accurate I am on it. But I'm not going for accuracy. I'm going for what I think should happen. And if I just happen to be right, then cool. So that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed. Remember to subscribe, and as always, have a nice day.